high jump under 17 girls final. 6 athletes standing by for action. Koi Adderley of the Bahamas, 15 years old. Her sister Zoe Adderley also part of the Bahamian team. Alexia Renel of Martinique, initially in the wrong spot but finds herself in the right spot. The two Jamaicans come in here as favorite. Danielle Noble and Asia Mckay have both cleared 1.71 meters in recent weeks, and they will be looking to improve on that this morning as they look to get the championships off to a good start. McMaster of the British Virgin Islands, they have come here, the British Virgin Islands, with their largest ever CARIFTA team, 32 athletes, and they have very high hopes that they can win a lot of medals. In fact, they have said to me that the target is 10 to 12 medals for the CARIFTA Games. They do have some firepower, and they will be looking to get started in the high jump, hopefully pick up one of those medals here.
Get the athletes improving at the CARIFTA level, and this is a big statement for them, and let's see how they fare.
Yeah, the CARIFTA record 1.85 meters set in 2010 by Akila Jones of Barbados, and of course has gone on, Akila Jones, to do fairly well, although she's had some injury issues in recent years and probably has not been able to produce at the level that would have been expected.
His gold medals at CARIFTA in 1995, and there when Akila Jones won her medals, some of them in 2010. Wrote in the back of my program, outstanding high jumper. She's long jumping now and has jumped over 6 meters 6 of the season.
So we're getting ready for the final of the high jump for under 17 girls. Competitor 278, Danielle Noble of Jamaica. Of course, just coming off the Jamaican High School Championship, she would have competed in Class 3, the under 15 division here in Jamaica, and secured a silver medal. Her teammate here at CARIFTA, Asia Mckay, finished third in that final, and they are the two getting ready to represent Jamaica here at the CARIFTA Games and the under 17 high jump. Of course, so often in the past, the under-17 athletes are the ones who would be competing at the CARIFTA Games for the first time ever. You're going to see a lot of under-20 athletes as well who are making their CARIFTA debuts. That's just because we haven't had the CARIFTA Games for the last 2 years.
The record 185, no one in this field over 180 this season, and so that BVI target of 10, 11, 12 medals, possible if they get off to a good start here. I think the medals are for the taking because no one in this field is out front from everybody else.
So we await the start of action in the under-17 girls high jump final. Really looking forward, Hubert and Danielle, to that javelin throw under 20 boys. We have been blessed in the CARIFTA region in the last 7-8 years to have terrific athletes in the javelin under 20 boys. Keyshawn Walcott, Olympic champion in 2012. I say 6-7 years. I should really say 10 to 12, 15 years. Anderson Peters, the reigning world champion, and Keyshawn Strawn of the Bahamas will be in action this morning. The world #1 at the under 20 level in the javelin throw, and we look forward to him producing something special. Hopefully Anderson Peters' record will go in that javelin under 20.
The record 78.23, Walcott 78.63 this season. Walcott's records were the records in the CARIFTA, broken by Anderson Peters, and now the under-17 record in Cayman 2019, broken by Keyshawn Strawn of the Bahamas. And the feeling is that if things are nice in the stadium this morning, he could break the record in the boys under 20. Belongs to Anderson Peters.
We'll certainly see how that goes as we start action. And the early clearance. And a comfortable one for Alexia Renel of Martinique. Always want to get an early clearance. If there are any cobwebs, any nerves, that will certainly ease them when you can get over first time. And you'll find here that the athletes go really quickly in the high jump, these youngsters. And Danielle Noble wasting no time either in going clear. Two from the BVI in the lineup. And Asia Master also going clear. So making this early height look easy, these competitors. Tanique Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago next on the runway. That was a breeze. Very, very easy as we skip away from the high jump. For under 17 girls, we'll keep you updated on what is happening there, because the octathlon boys getting ready for the 100 meters, their first of 8 events. 4 athletes to go in this first of 2. 128. Asia Master of the British Virgin Islands. The officials finalizing the next height, 1.55 meters.
It's going to be very important to have clean clearances all the way through, Ken. It's just like at champs between Noble and Mckay, it made a difference between a silver and a bronze medal. It was very important for them to try and get those clean clearances over the bar.
A weak event for the Caribbean. Laverne Spencer of St. Lucia, long-serving competitor, Commonwealth champion, Olympian and everything, just retired. The under-20 record holder, Janelle Shepard, formerly NCAA champion at South Carolina. And in this age group, Akila Jones, the record holder. She now a full-time long jumper after her days at Kansas State.
And hopefully that changes, especially for us with the likes of Lamara Distin. Really looking forward to see how she fares at the world level.
She's at K-State as well in the States. Outdoors NCAA silver last year and gold indoors just a month ago.
Coy Adderley of the Bahamas getting ready with her first attempt at 1:55 and doesn't go clear. Adderley, big family of Bahamians. Of course, I spoke about her sister earlier, Zoe Adderley, and they're cousins with Diore Scott, who will be contesting the girls under 20 javelin here as well. So nice family affair.
Older family member Trey Adderley ran the 400s at CARIFTA as well. So yes, it's a family affair in track and field in the Bahamas, and she's carrying the family flag in Kingston here.
Alexia Renel, second attempt coming up. She'll need a third attempt once more to remain in this competition.
I think she's getting used to the runway. That jump had the height a foot in front of the bar. If she can maybe up her speed or move her start mark up, she can clear that bar.
Yes, she definitely had some good height on that jump. That attempt was not that bad. So if she can refocus and make some changes, she could nail the third and final attempt at that height.
Noble first time. Oh, that was a big clearance for Danielle Noble. I almost said Jessica Noble. Of course, Jessica Noble, the former World Under-20 long jump finalist, and Danielle Noble sailing clear at 155 in the Under-17 girls high jump final.
Watched her jump at Boys and Girls Champs in this building not that long ago. Thought the run-up was very direct to the bar. This run-up has a bit more curve as she comes in, so she can invert the body and face the bar with her back. Improve run-up.
McMaster of the British Virgin Islands, unable to go clear. That was her second attempt at this height. So we'll have one more to come as she tries to stay in contention for a medal. Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago. And that's Tanique Vincent. You're looking at the second Trinidad and Tobago athlete to have been in the field. And she too is over at 155. So her medal hunt continues in the first final of CARIFTA49 held here in Kingston, Jamaica.
Here's someone with a run-up dialed in. Her peak height right over the bar, easy clearance at 155, and they're trying to walk in the footsteps of Lamar Distin, who is at Texas A&M and the indoor NCAA champion. Adderley of the Bahamas. These are third attempts at 155. Critical. I think they're getting used to the runway, and if they get past this, they'll be plain sailing afterwards.
There's Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago.
Let's see if she can go clear. Yes, she can. Interesting technique utilized, but it gets the job done. And the Trinidad and Tobago athlete stays alive in the high jump for Under-17 girls final.
Powerful legs, able to run slowly to the bar and jump almost straight up. There's the ups, we call it in basketball, flies over. Will need a smoother run up to go higher today.
I think if their competition for the medals will come from Jamaica and Trinidad by the looks of it.
Adderley knows it's business time. Ooh, almost. Second attempt failure, and she'll have one more attempt to come, the Bahamian.
Looking across to her coaches to get some advice to tweak that run. Dragged it off with her heels with much of her body over. Needs a third attempt to get clear.
Alexia Renel of Martinique, third and final attempt coming up at 1.55 meters. No, doesn't get it done. 1.50 meters her best. Will finish outside the medals, failing to go clear at 1.55. Similar position now for McMaster of the British Virgin Islands. Third and final attempt at this height. Bails out of the jump. will have to refocus. Oh, she's trying to do so quickly. Yeah, she's really struggling with the run-up.
It doesn't help that this is her third and final attempt. There's a lot of pressure on her to get it right.
Master of the BVI. Oh, she got the height, came down on the bar, and she exits the competition with a third failure at 1.55 meters. Her best clearance, 1.50.
Still a learning lesson on that run. Then she'll be able to do better, get that clearance.
Leads in the lineup from the British Virgin Islands. Master is gone. Now Martin. Oh, Martin goes clear at 1:55.
Untidy clearance, but successful. No style points in the high jump. Saw McMaster go out at the same height. Knew she had to carry the flag for her by crunch time. Very fast, very strong. This is under 17, so they'll improve in technique as they go along, but safe and clear from Martin of the BVI.
Coy Adderley of the Bahamas. Third and final attempt coming up at 1.55 meters. Can she produce the goods? Oh, once again, not a bad attempt, but that will be that for Coy Adderley. Also unable to go clear at 1.55 meters. And she exits the competition with a best of 1.50.
A jump that could have been saved. You need to flick out those feet to clear the bar at the very end very, very adroitly. A little lazy at the very end. And I just get the sense that had she had some time to practice in this facility, she'd be clear at that height easily.
Alexia Renel of Martinique. Now this is her third and final attempt. No. So Renel out as well. So 8 girls started this on the 17 high jump final. And the field being significantly reduced after that height, 1.55. Still not done yet.
The high jump coaches instruct the athletes to drive their inside leg up when they plant and try to go up for the bar. Her driving inside leg, not so accentuated, and her trajectory very, very flat. Has the speed, has the body, has the ability to clear these heights. There she is wondering what happened. Again, maybe their first trip inside the National Stadium in Kingston, and I think it's a fast track, just like the running surface is. I think it's throwing them into the bar. Gathers herself, doesn't drive the inside knee as vigorously as maybe you should, and finds herself long jumping through the bar.
8 competitors started the high jump for under 17 girls. We lost 3 of them after 1.55 meters. Adderley of the Bahamas, Renel of Martinique, and McMaster of the British Virgin Islands all eliminated. 5 of them still left in the field. The 2 Jamaicans, Danielle Noble and Asia Mckay, Tanique Vincent and Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago, and Jacqueline Morton of the British Virgin Islands. The bar will go up to 1.60 meters, and the competitor 278 she is comfortable with, has cleared a number of times this season, and would be expecting to clear here as well at the CARIFTA Games. First attempt coming up for the Jamaican Danielle Noble. Oh yes. Flies over. No issues at 150, not at 155, and not here at 1.60 meters either. Oh, clipping it now is Asia Mckay, the second Jamaican in the lineup. So she has a blemish to her record. First attempt at 1.60 meters, and she'll sprint away to have a word with her coach just to figure out what went wrong on that attempt. Jeremy Delisa, the Jamaican jumps coach here, outstanding long high jump coach over the years. 2 Trinis still left in the field, and Tanique Vincent ensures she will continue in the competition, going clear first time at 1.60 meters. Big clearance for her.
2 countries with their record going up recently. Gittins, the heptathlete, raised a TNT record last year, and of course the Jamaican record going up this season thanks to Distin at Texas A&M, former overseas Vertic and Highdale jumper, and these 2 countries face off in the first final of the meet.
Morton of the British Virgin Islands, she's over as well at 160. So the remaining girls looking solid at this side. That's a 3rd athlete to go clear, and only the Jamaican Mckay has failed to go clear at 1.60 so far, with Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago still to come for her first attempt.
So the party has gotten started. They're separating themselves from the rest of the pack with clean clearances on the first attempt.
Paul, oh, she brushes it as well, and with that we'll have to go to her second attempt to try and go clear.
Ricardo on the way up, and that suggests that her takeoff is close to the bar, and maybe that a small adjustment of the start of a run-up will get her sailing over that bar at 160.
So 3 athletes clear at 1.60, and not this young lady though. The Jamaican Asia Mckay, her teammate Danielle Noble, has gone clear. She has had a word with her coach Jeremy Delisa, and now she looks to make the adjustments to see if she can continue in the competition. Second attempt at 1.60, and yes, she goes over. There was a brush, but not enough to deny her a second time clearance at 1.60 meters. Ungainly effort, but the desired result nonetheless. And now we have 4 of the 5 remaining athletes going clear at 1.60. Here's Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago. Second attempt. Oh yes. Made the adjustment you spoke about, Hubert, and gets the desired result. All 5 going over at 1.60.
Yes, she did. Evident she had to make the change. Here she is bouncing in and flies over. There was a Michael Paul who was a world-class TNT 400 man in the 1980s, and the name forward into 21st century with Paul here in the high jump. Gianna Paul of Trinidad and Tobago in the high jump. Looking good, looking good.
The bar will be raised to 1.65 meters, with 5 athletes remaining in the competition.
And as the bar height goes up, the pressure increases on the athlete. They have to keep it clean, and they have to get that clearance. So lots of pressure for the medal contenders in this one. Danielle Noble, Tanique Vincent, and Jakaila Morton of the British Virgin Islands.
Noble, as she usually is, the first to go in the order, has been clean so far. continues to be. Got a brush, but not enough to take the bar down. And the Jamaican Danielle Noble leading the field still and ensuring that the pressure is on the rest.
Aggressive, very, very fast to her takeoff point, and then in the air, acrobatic. See those long legs. Little brush at the end, maybe she needs an adjustment. That's what Coach Delissa will tell her when she goes over to him.
Mckay now would love to correct the failure she had at 160 and put herself back in medal contention with a clearance here. Of course, at this stage, she is outside the medals, but if she clears here, then she's right back in it. First attempt coming up at 165. Asia Mckay of Jamaica. Oh, nowhere near getting over that. Almost ran into the bar. And she will have work to do if she's to have a CARIFTA under 17 high jump medal.
It looks like she will have to adjust the run up again, and the coach is instructing her something, hopefully something similar to that.
One of the key issues for the high jumper.
Vincent, first attempt, 165.
I think the bar is getting to a height where some of the jumpers are concerned. The key point of the jumping is to put the head down so you're facing upside down, looking back away from the bar. If you look at the bar, you keep your body folded up and you can't do the flip at the end.
Morton of the British Virgin Islands. She looks like she's enjoying the CARIFTA games. Gets into the zone. Deep concentration. Morton of the British Virgin Islands. 165 first time, proving too much for her.
My friend Jermaine Deans calls this height the telling height. It's a height that sorts out the good jumpers from those who are going to go on towards the medals. It looks as if in the heads of all the jumpers jumping now, there's Morton bumping into the bar, not nearly clear to it, that they're thinking about this height has been critical. A height they've not cleared too often this season, any of them. The highest jumps in the field, 171, 170, and so 165 is a challenge. There are the Soca Warriors, Trinidad and Tobago, in the building.
Gianna Paul very much in the building as well. Oh, that was a very good attempt, but still unable to go clear on her first attempt. And so only the Jamaican Danielle Noble successful first time at 1.65 meters.
That was definitely the best out of all the field attempts for Gianna Paul there. And it could just be a psychological block at this height because they cleared 160 with so much height.
Oh, there is Mckay. She's unable to go clear again the second time. And she probably needs it more than the others if she's going to win a medal here. And so will be a lot of pressure that third and final attempt coming up.
Looking at the official's flag, it's billowing in the breeze, so it's a little windy on the high jump apron, and that might be making it difficult.
Tanique Vincent coming up for Trinidad and Tobago. Tall, rangy, and goes clear. Second time, the Trinidadian gets the job done. And is that the jump that secures her first CARIFTA medal? Thumbs up. That was an impressive effort.
Far more height over that. Looks as confident as she did over 160, getting back into her groove to get that clearance.
Morton. No, not quite.
Head up through that jump, Ricardo, and therefore cannot execute the full technique and pulls that bar off with her legs.
So Morton will have one attempt to come. The second Trinidad and Tobago athlete, Gianna Paul, she has her second attempt coming up. There she is, competitor 394. Two Jamaicans, two Trinidadians, one from the British Virgin Islands. 5 remaining in the competition. But we could know the medalists after this height. Paul of Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, that wasn't a bad effort either. But she will only have one more attempt to get it right at 1.65 meters.
Stutter steps coming into the bar. There are the stutters, and then the leap goes straight up in the air, and unfortunately for her, too close.
So here we go then. Asia Mckay of Jamaica, third and final attempt. An attempt for a CARIFTA under-17 high jump medal, or at least a chance to stay in the medal hunt. Does she have it? No, she doesn't. So best clearance 1.60 meters for Mckay of Jamaica. And one of the two Jamaicans exit the competition. Knows her teammate Danielle Noble is leading, but she's out. And this was the attempt that confirmed it.
A little flat in her attempts this morning, coming back from champs last week. Told you about the effect of champs CARIFTA the same week after. Mentally flat, physically flat, and eliminated at a height lower than she's jumped this season.
Yes, you could see the frustration on her face in her interaction with her coach.
Here's Morton of the British Virgin Islands. She knows if she can clear here, she's almost certain of a CARIFTA medal. Oh, aggressive run up, but doesn't get the job done, so she's out at 165, 160, her best as well. Now she has to wait and see if she has done enough to have a bronze medal.
%80 of a great jump, fast to the bar, doesn't have enough time to turn the body, so she's facing it with her back and carries the bar off with the momentum.
If Gianna Paul can clear here, Trinidad and Tobago will have 2 medals in the under-17 girls high jump. This is her third and final attempt. Takes a deep breath. Thinks about what needs to be done. Starts her run. Bounces to the bar. Oh, another excellent effort. But just takes it down. Looked for a second as if she'd gone clear. And then not quite the case. And the Trin is happy nonetheless with a very good attempt coming from Gianna Paul. And now, like Morton, she'll have to wait and see if she's done enough to finish in the top 3. We'll have to try and sort bronze out, but we know who the top 2 will be in this under-17 girls high jump, with Danielle Noble of Jamaica and Tanique Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago, the only ones left in the competition. Disappointment for this young lady though, because those were 3 very, very good attempts. There's your leader, Danielle Noble of Jamaica. Coming off a 171 performance at her high school championship at this very venue.
Home court advantage, knows the surface very well. Second on that occasion in the driving seat here. A smooth clearance puts her in pole position.
Will surely tighten her grip on the gold medal. Danielle Noble. There is Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago. She has jumped with confidence this morning as well.
Lots of potential. Better run up, gets her over.
A lot of pressure will be off as well, these 2 athletes, because they now know that no matter what happens, they will have a medal.
Noble on the right, quite a character. Always enjoying her jumping. We saw her all season. And from Trinidad and Tobago, jumping right with Vincent, in with a chance.
The bar up to 1.70 meters. Danielle Noble has cleared this height before. Can she do it again on the regional stage and tighten her grip on what would be a first CARIFTA Games gold medal? Deep in concentration. Noble of Jamaica. Oh yes! Danielle Noble celebrates a 1.70 meter clearance. And surely she has a very tight grip on CARIFTA gold at the under-17 level in the high jump. And now it's left to Tanique Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago to try and respond.
That was a brilliant clearance for Danielle Noble. She gives us a little smile and then gets back to her game face. She knows what's at stake. The pressure is high and she delivers, secures the gold medal even further.
Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago can't respond with a clearance. And she will have 2 more attempts now at 1.70 meters. Of course, at the highest level of the high jump, Hubert, when the confidence is high, or maybe it's a case of, you know, there's only one way to win it from here and it's to go higher. You might pass at 170 and go to the next height. I don't suspect that Tanique Vincent will do that here. She'll try her very best to get over 170 and then try at the next height to win the gold medal.
At this age group, they tend to jump at every height till they clear it. Little adjustment could get her go over, but it's mental now. This is a height that she hasn't cleared many times in her career. Can she get her head together to command her body to do what the coach is telling her right now?
Wellington Wilson, the Trinidad and Tobago high jump coach. They have good high jumpers here at the CARIFTA Games. Looking forward to seeing Antoine in the under-20 boys, the 6'11" man, Hubert Lawrence. Danielle Dowie, he's about double the height of Danielle Dowie. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, second attempt at 1.70. This is to stay in the hunt for gold. Very aggressive to the bar, but not getting the job done. Will have just one more attempt to come.
Saw the coach instructing her to drive that inside knee up. Didn't do it at all on this occasion, and her run fast but flight very flat, and ends up just bashing the bar off the standard. So unfortunate for Vincent, but has another try. Could get over this height and clear the next height on first attempt and take the lead. That's what she's got to do. There's a coach. Another conference is coming.
For sure. A look of concern on the face of Tanique Vincent of Trinidad and Tobago. Nose flexibility, extremely important in this event.
High jump is so annoying. If I tried that, I'd be stuck there for days.
I would say months, but
my neighbors would come.
One attempt to come for this young lady. If she's unable to clear at 1.70 meters, then Danielle Noble of Jamaica will win the first gold medal of CARIFTA49.
Like her poise, has had a chat, gotten some hydration, done some flexibility to get the arch she needs to clear the bar, and is settling in on that far side of the high jump apron to take a crunch attempt.
Tanique Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, third and final attempt at 1.70 meters. Speeds to the bar, doesn't have it today. She has been good this morning, but will have to settle for the silver medal. The Trinidad and Tobago athlete delivering at 1.65 meters, but 1.70 proving too much.
ran with purpose to the bar, but again, the takeoff technique needs brushing up. She's just under 17. She'll get it in time. Here's a champion.
Danielle Noble of Jamaica, the gold medalist in the under-17 girls high jump. And of course, she will look to improve the height that she has already cleared. The 100 qualifying first round for the under-17 girls coming up next on track, and we're going to be switching across to that now. First round action in the under-17 girls 100 meters. The CARIFTA record 11:27 set by Brianna Williams of Jamaica in 2018. As we're switching between what's happening in the high jump and the start of the 100 meters for under-17 girls, the first round of that event. Danielle Noble has already won the gold medal here and is looking to get a personal best. Under-17 100 qualifying also coming up on track. And the athletes getting ready to go into their blocks as Noble gets ready to try and clear this latest height. And Noble unable to go clear. She'll have 2 more attempts.